I decided I wanted to be a steer wrestler when probably, when I had 3 events I really liked to do, and I really liked the team rope, and I liked the kep rope, and I always wanted to be a bulldog. I grew up watching Oatberry and them guys, and Steve Duhon and Roy Duval, and just, man, that looked awesome, and I just hoped I was going to be big enough to do it one of these days, or be at that level with them, and I liked them team roping and kep roping, but I just never did crave it like I did the bulldogging, and just had a lot more success at the steer wrestling. And it took me, the bulldogging, it seemed like it wasn't like it just come easy. It was a lot of practice, and it seems like you wreck a lot more than you ever have good luck at the first. But it just always wanted to be at that level. And probably after high school, when I went to college, that was when it really kind of you get to college and you get away from your parents a little bit, and my dad and my grandpa always helped me out a bunch, but then you get to practicing a lot more with different people, and it just I really grew in my steer wrestling then, and it just that was kind of when I knew I wanted to one of these days do it for a living, if the Lord would let me do it. And it was a blessing that just I was able to keep going, and I actually went to college to be a pipeline welder, and went to Torrington, Wyoming, and got finished at college and won the region in the steer wrestling there 1 year, and then got a job at Kinder Morgan as a pipeline welder in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and worked there for 5 years, and just kind of rodeoed a little bit, and tried to save a little money, which doesn't work, but I tried to rodeo as much, try to get a little experience under my belt, and then got into did good at Denver 1 year in 05, and got into Houston, and me and my wife had talked about it a bunch. If we do good at Houston, I'd probably quit, and while I was at Houston, had a baby 1 second at Houston, quit my job, and that was the first year. 05 was the first year I tried to make the finals, and I was fortunate enough to make the finals that year, and just baby was just born, so it all worked out good, and it was all kind of it just kind of worked as a dream, come true type of deal. The first year I tried to make it, I made it, and it just it's been good since. I just really fortunate.
What advice do you have for somebody else?
The advice I have for somebody new is, really follow your dreams. It's not like you have to have money to do this, because I don't have money, and just it's a dedication deal. You gotta love what you do, and whether it's football or baseball, or your goals are never set too high. If you want to, when you're 2 years old, you want to be a professional football player, you work hard enough at it, I guarantee you will be, because sometimes more than talent alone, it's dedication that gets you to that point. I've heard people, I've watched it on SportsCenter, people talk about, this guy wasn't very athletic, wasn't very fast, but boy, he worked harder than anybody else, and I always felt like that was something my dad always told me, I needed to do, is if you want this is what you need to do to work towards it, and you need to work hard, and so, it's more of a, whatever you want to do in life, you work towards it. You have to work hard to, nothing's given to you, and the steer wrestling is just like anything else. If you want to be, a big businessman, it's the same thing. They work hard to get to that position. It wasn't given to them at any point. So that's what I would give to a young kid. It looks so far away at 15 years old when you first started bulldogging. You're like, man, I really stink at this, but we've all been there, everybody, no matter if you're a world champion or not, everybody's been at that one spot that kid was, and it's just pulling through that, getting over that hump, to get to that next level. And then it's, even after you get over that hump, it's never easy, even, you can always learn more. So it just, follow through with your dreams. If it's a dream, you got to dang sure work for it.